Okay, good morning, class. In this discussion, we're going to tackle about approaches in teaching literature. Since we're done about the other approaches, so this is the topic, which is paraphrastic approach. But before that, allow me to check your things first. Lovely Catherine Agad, Gail Opinia Habaga. Okay, our topic for today, or our lesson for today, is about paraphrastic approach. So, before anything else, allow me to consider our objectives. So, our objective on this topic is for the end of the lesson, we hopefully will be able to understand the phrase approach and its meaning. Second, you'll be able to conceptualize or you will be having ideas to use of paraphrastic technique. There's some technical learning later on. Answer several tasks and apply the learning from the discussion. So here we go. When you say paraphrastic approach, and you read lovely Catherine Agad, can you read the paraphrastic approach? Yes. Okay, can you read the first division of paraphrastic approach? The first one. Okay, according to the definition, paraphrastic approach is formulating someone else's ideas in your own words. Meaning to say, when you're going to copy others' ideas, dili gid siya ingon word for word. It's because you will committed plagiarism. You must change the word forms or synonyms. There are some techniques that we are going to discuss later on. The second definition is, can you read Guile? Okay, another definition of paraphrastic approach is surface meaning of text. According to Dian Wang and Amin MB 2007, this approach deals with the surface meaning of text. Okay, next definition, can read another Gail Habagat, the third and the fourth one. Gail, can you please read? Okay, paraphrastic approach is your reword the story in simpler language, translating it into another language, and beginners target language. When you say reward, it asserts that it allows teacher to use simpler words and sentences structures compared to more complicated ones in the text, and sometimes the teacher can translate it into another language according to Rossley 1995. But in the beginners of target language, they argued further that this approach or the approach is suitable for beginners of the target language as it acts as a stone in formulating original assumptions of the author's work. So that is the definition of paraphrastic approach. So next, we're going to discuss or to elucidate further because we have five basic steps in paraphrasing, di ba? Na ako maagi. Just a systematic steps. Okay, the first step is read passage several times to fully understand it. When you're going to paraphrase a sentence, a phrase, or a clause, make sure that you read the passage or you read the sentence several times in order for you to fully understand the words, to gain new ideas in order to change some words. We're going to paraphrase. The second step is note down key concept. While you are reading the passage, just take down some important notes. Make it easy para dali na ang paraphrase as a word. Third, write a version of the text without looking at the original. Again, when you're going to paraphrase, ayaw lang original. It's because when you're going to look with the original passage, makakit mo ang tanan. Dili mo siya masabtan ang passage. The fourth one, compare your paraphrase text with the original passage and make minor adjustments or parentheses that remain similar. After nimo paraphrase, imo compare ang imong kaugalingong version to the original one. Pag nakita mo di kayo pareha kay sila. Kaya because you're going to paraphrase, you don't need to change the meaning of the text, but instead change some words. Dahil bakla ni mga ay Doon kita kag mga pare-pareha ra ilang kuan, ilang ang words. Then make some adjustment. Number 5, cite the source where you found the idea. When you're going to paraphrase, dapat naagi citation nga mabutang. For example, mainin ka nga according to, or it was anchored by the ganon. Okay, we already done in 5 steps. So there are some examples in paraphrasing. So natay mga examples kuno. Okay, let us wait. Okay, this is the original passage of. Then later on, we're going to paraphrase this original passage. So kindly read, Lovely. Am I right, Lovely? Okay. As you observe, or as you notice the original passage, there is a citation which is in open and close parentheses, which is Dutch News in 2018. So we're going to paraphrase this, and the paraphrase version will look like this. Observe and read the paraphrase version dial and compare the some changes. Okay, compare the original passage and the paraphrase version. The main thought or the main idea of the passage is remain. Bisag i-compare nimo ang meaning or ang thought or ang main idea sa original passage, mao ra gihapon pag-abot sa paraphrase version. But the changes is the word structure, 'di ba? Para mas masabtan pa gid ninyo, para mas masabtan ninyo ang paraphrasing or how to paraphrase or just paraphrastic approach, let's have another example. Another example, let's read. But the hearing was about more than Facebook. It exposed a critical turning point as the power, sophistication, and potential exploitation of technology outpaces what users, regulators, or even its creators expected or seemed prepared to handle, according to Roos and Kong 2010, Para 11. So this is the original passage. Then again, we're going to paraphrase and this paraphrase version. Again, allow me to read. The hearing it's apparent that the expectation of creators, regulators, and users have been rapidly eclipsed by technology in general. Not only on Facebook, such as technologies now extend beyond what these parties are able to manage due to their immense influence, potential for exploitation, and sophistication, according to Rose and Kong 2018 Para 11. The citation of the original and the paraphrased version is remain to the last part of the passage. But the main thoughts, ideas, the same. The word structures, the words form, the word changes from synonyms, clauses are change. Na change, tanan. Okay, let's go over to techniques, not steps. So napud tay techniques. Sa natay techniques on how to paraphrase. Okay, the first one is change from a clause to a phrase or vice versa, or change from a phrase to a clause. Balik-balik na sila, or mag-change lang sa position, or change from quoted speech to indirect speech or vice versa, change from active voice to passive voice or vice versa, change to synonyms, change word forms. So we have some examples in this paraphrasing techniques. So let's go over. The first is change from a clause to a phrase. The first example here is after he studied, John took a nap. So we're going to change from a clause to a phrase. Kindly observe. Tanawa gid ninyo. Analyze gid ninyo ang word, ang clause or a phrase. Okay. The clause here is after he studied, John took a nap. Okay. Then we're going to change it to a phrase. And it goes like after studying, John took a nap. I'm so sorry, there is several typo error. The second example of this is the house across the street is new. And we're going to change from a clause to a phrase. The original passage, or the original or the house across the street is new, and we're going to change it from a clause to a phrase. The house is across the street is new. The thought is same. Now we're going to change from code speech to indirect speech. Every said I am ready for lunch. It was like that in the percentage of the coded speech. And I'm going to change it from coded speech into indirect. Master said he was ready for lunch. So di ba, dili na siya indirect speech. From coded speech to indirect speech or vice versa. Another example or another technique in paraphrasing is from active voice to passive voice. For example, a hotel employee will carry your bag. So the active voice in the sentence is will carry. So we're going to change it from passive voice, from active voice to passive voice. Your bag will be carried by tell voice. So the passive voice in the example will be carried by. So that is the passive. Another technique, change to synonyms. Read lovely. The first one. Okay, kindly read the second one. Okay, there are some words highlighted in the passage. So as you observe, it was changed to synonyms. Yan nga pong kaparihan niya nga kuan. Same meaning but different usage of words. So it was highlighted here in the presentation, conducted. In original, conducted. Because we are going to paraphrase the passage, it was, what is that? Instead of conducted, in the second one, it was performed. Very good. Instead of experiments, lovely. What the word is used instead of experiments? Okay, very good. How about disclose, Guile? Oh, yeah, reveal rather. Okay, internal conditions, inner states. Okay, vice versa. They use different words but different meaning. Diba? They change nila into synonyms. How interesting it is. Okay, I think it's the last technique in paraphrasing. Keyword forms. Okay. Use an adverb instead of an adjective. Use verb instead of noun. For example, John is an accurate typist. Because of we're going to change the forms, it will go John types accurately. Okay, excited mo sa itong mga activity na pagbuhat karon. Okay. Pero kung dila kayo decide. So natay activity. I will going to choose or as a number for you. Okay. I will do please answer. Guy, you answer number one and number two, while I will be number three. In the graphical order. Okay. That's it. We're done clean the question. So we proceed another um activity. Done. The second one, changing the form of words. Again, tell me if you're done writing this. Done. Okay, it's your time of agad. I will let you read your answer virtually. Then let's discuss the problem one by one. Okay. Tell me if you are done answering the activity. I will give you just 3 minutes. Okay, you're done. How about the number two? How about the number two? Okay, done. How fast? Your learning capacity is like a train. It's very swift. Okay. Well, ha, wala ginaabtan og kuan ha. Wala ginaabtan siya og 3 minutes. Nara siya sa mga 1 or 2. Okay. Kindly, just wait. Mag-akong PowerPoint presentation. Ah, assessment. Okay. Okay. Let's answer the number one. Kindly read Guile the original and your paraphrase version. How about your paraphrase version? Okay. Why is that your answer? Okay. Explain na lang. The may in the original passage, pwede natin siya mapulihan o is likely to shorten the original para ma-short ma short, di ba? Mahimo na tong short instead nga long ang ato ang daghan nga wala tong gigamit mahimo lang siyang gamay. And to put upwards pressure on ato siyang ma-replacean og with push up, di ba? Napagi mga flower di ba kung we're going to write an essay nakita mga kanang mga flower kunuhay sa ato ang mga pan para to make our essay longer. Let me remind you, be careful when using synonyms. May words have several meanings depending on context. And you have to think that the synonyms which expresses the right meaning for the particular context. So let's proceed to another activity. Can you read the first original version and your paraphrase version and it will be followed by the second one. Okay, I have noticed that your answer has a source and you cite race came from nai ka ng gikanan ng imuhang answer. Nagi petition. Well, it's good for you that you have applied several steps or techniques in paraphrasing, but you have to type sa gikan ang imuhang source kay para dili ta makasuhan o plagiarism. Okay, in the first paraphrase, a verb has been replaced with a noun from the same word. Diba? Napulihan na siya. Like, nana siya ka na citation. Unsa to ang citation? Baylis and McKinley, 2007. Am I right, man? Okay, nagid siya citation. Then, ang second one, nagid mo siya citation. Kisa to imong gi-cite? Okay, Baylis 2003. Wow, amazing. Naka-apply mo og kanang steps. Okay, the last part. Who assigned this one? Lovely. It's your turn. Okay. So I have not noticed that the source text in the presentation is shortened than the paraphrase version because you have cited the cited the source kung saan yung gikuha ang inyong text. Here, one grammatical structure for making a comparison slower than. Sorry, dapat naka-highlight na dira ang slower than. Dayon, gipulihan na siya og not as rapid as. Lagi? Not as, you have minute? Not as rapid as. Okay. Okay, now we have our end. So, tayo assignment. Okay, gaya ba sa inyong assignments pagkabalo mo? Before we end our discussion, I allow you, please kindly read your assignments. Dapat mapasa ni siya by Wednesday. That can read your assignments. Okay, unsa man yung tulungan na? Di ba kandidat mo taon sa yung na assignment? Ha? Unsa man mo? Okay, so hindi na mo para dapat lang yato ang step engineering group para message. Inyo by Wednesday. On your assignments para update ang inyong Lord Day session sa assignment. Okay. Okay. This morning we talked for our discussion about this approach. Okay, let me ask you how important the face approach in teaching or recap lang siya. Then, well, why teaching is important? Ano importante man siya? Okay, nagamo idea. Okay, evaluation lang siya para to test your knowledge in this discussion ang imong learning becomes in the discussion. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. About dahil why teaching for this is important. Ano importante man? Kanya discussion nga importante siya. Okay, while your own ideas, how to explain. We may say, alright, we have formulate some of ideas without without changing the meaning of the original text. Third, practicing is very you're summarizing, you have to put all ideas your whole ideas about a certain this you have to practicing, you have to relate, you know, it's a kind of copying, but your own idea. Okay, okay, that's all. Okay, that's class. Thank you for class. Thank you. We have a short time. Thank you for your presence and have a great day.